Hey guys, Chris Jones here. Happy Friday from iPass office. I want to do this very important video because I'm going to show you how you need to be explaining the iPass business system and the formula and the new iPass 2 platform that's launching. I've had to do this, and this is the reason I wanted to do this video, is because I've had to explain this to a few people, key people, including David Wood the other night. I showed him the system for the first time, and let me tell you, he about fell out of his chair. He had no idea, because we kind of kept this a secret, what iPass really was and how it was going to work to attract people into Empower Network. A lot of times people just assume, it's just some website system or some hypey deal that's just going to sell our products. Well, it's not the case. It's very much the opposite. It's a very strategic method and formula, including software, which I'm going to show you, that will help you build a business. I'm going to blow you guys away here in just a minute, so stay with me, but I'm going to show you how to explain this business model. It's going to be a little bit of a lengthy video, but if you use this to explain what we have, you guys are going to make fortunes online. And I can only tell you that because I've been using this explanation in my business for the last 2 weeks. And I'm going to tell you, my coach, my business coach that I use for our customers, has been helping people see this vision in a way that I've never seen before. What does that mean? Lots and lots of sales, you guys. Black sales coming in through the groves right now. So I want to explain to you how you can explain it in layman terms so you can make some videos, so you can start getting things out there and really start spreading the news correctly of what iPass is. Some of you just don't know what it is, or you don't know how to explain it. And I think we have to take responsibility and teach you how you should explain it, okay? So I'm creating a funnel, and there's going to be a tripwire funnel in iPass that you're going to be able to use that I do just like this. But if you really want to take the bull by the horns, I suggest you maybe create some videos like this on your own. So I'm going to give you a golden nugget to use, and then I'm going to jump on the computer and show you how this thing works, which is pretty awesome. But nonetheless, let's get started. So iPass is this. iPass, or Internet Prospect Acceleration Systems Part 2, or iPass 2, is a formula. It's the formula that we teach for people to make money online. That's what it is. It's a product in its own, okay? It's education, it's awareness, and it's basically us showing a person what needs to be in place for them to be successful online. Because of the fact that most people are led to believe that all you need to do is a few simple things to make an income, when that just is not the fact. And unfortunately, to do this and to use a formula like this and go out and build it on your own is very complicated, and that's why the same people are always making money, just because they have the means to build this type of formula on their own, okay? I'm going to show you what that formula is, and then most importantly, I'm going to show you why the iPass system sets us apart, so far apart than anything out there. So I'm languaging it like this. iPass is the formula that's going to show you how to reach profit in your business. You can buy every traffic product there is out there. It's going to tell you how to get more traffic, get cheap clicks, get social media, Facebook, all right? There's some great traffic products out there, all right? But that doesn't change the fact that you still have to sell a product, okay? You still have to sell your Empower products or whatever you're selling. So we teach that, yes, you have to learn these things. In fact, you really don't, because you can broker it out, and that's what we do. We just order traffic. But you need to have certain pieces in place, and you need to see what's going on in real time. Here's the problem. A lot of you guys don't get to see what's happening in your business. You don't know what's converting. You don't know what pages are doing well. You don't know what campaign is doing well. And I'm going to tell you, if any of you have ever been to Affiliate Summit in Las Vegas or any type of internet marketing summit, you'll know that the people that are wildly successful track everything, down to the penny, down to the click. And when you know that, you can build a business unlike anybody else. You have a serious advantage. So iPass was built to display that to you, and we built the first internet marketing calculator to provide you with a game plan so you know exactly what you need to do in order to reach your goal on a monthly, weekly, daily basis. This has never been done before, you guys, and it's hence the reason why it's taking so long. And I wanted to show you this because I know a lot of you are chomping at the bit and say, Chris, give me, give me, give me. Well, I'm going to give it to you today. I'm going to show you, and then when we launch this baby, your socks are going to be knocked off. You're going to fall out of your chair just like David Wood did 2 days ago. But let me tell you, so take notes, pause the video, do this yourself, however you want to do it, but this is how I explain iPass. All right, so the first thing I do is I say to people, all right, I want to explain to you what you do wrong. We need to dispel some things, okay? So the first thing that people think they need is traffic, okay? It's common knowledge. Well, you do need traffic. You need eyeballs to see your stuff. The second component, and this is not something I invented, by the way, you need to get leads, right? You need to get leads. You need to collect name and email addresses in order to make sales in your business. You want to build a list. You got to do that. Otherwise, your traffic is just going to a web page and you don't know how to get back to them ever. So you're building a list, which we know is important. Third thing, you need to sell stuff. Right? We all know this. We want to sell Empower Network. We want to sell our product. So you need to send eyeballs to your web page to collect a name and email, which is called lead capture, and that's where the autoresponder comes in. People put in their name and email, and you got your email that goes out and it sends to them, tells them why they need to buy your stuff. All right? If they don't buy your stuff, what do we do? In most cases, send more emails. This is the misconception online. You need to buy as much traffic as you can to get as many leads as you can to sell your stuff, and if you don't sell stuff, you send a bunch of emails back to these people trying to get them to buy your stuff some more. The problem is these people get sick and tired of seeing your same pitch. You're not building goodwill just by hitting them with more emails. Okay? So when this isn't working for you, okay, and let me tell you why this isn't working. You're stuck right here. 1.5% conversion rate on your product. So you have all this traffic, you're getting, say, 30% opt-in rate, meaning 30% of these people are putting in their name and email address. And of this 30%, only 1.5% are buying your stuff. And that is an industry average number. We know this for a fact. So think about it. You're doing all this traffic generation to make 1.5%. It's not a good business model, okay? So what we've learned is, okay, if this isn't working for you, what do? You say, well, I just need more traffic, or I need to buy a new product that teaches me how to do more social media, or whatever. That's okay, you guys. Traffic is good, but if there's things missing within this does not matter, okay? You will go broke fast. So what do? Okay, you order more traffic, maybe you get more leads, because you got more traffic, you're going to get more leads. And maybe you'll sell a few more products, but it doesn't match the amount of money that you're spending here, or the time that you're spending here. So then you just send more emails and they get ticked off and you get what's called list burnout. This is why you're destined for failure. And that's what I am explaining online, is saying this is why people fail, period. All right? So what I want to do is I want you all to crumple this up and throw it in the trash, or tell the prospects that you're talking to that say, hey, this is why you're failing and not making money. Now with this new formula called the iPass 2 system and the blueprint that we've created, we're going to show you how to take this, get rid of it, and we're going to put our money where our mouth is. And what I mean by that is this. A lot of gurus will teach you how to do certain things, how to add components to this in order to make more money. So you have to buy their products, attend their seminars, and you can go out and do that on your own. iPass is different because we teach you everything in one place, so you can go and do that on your own, or we created the first digital franchise style business model, meaning we're putting our money where our mouth is, saying you're going to use the stuff that we use. See, here's the problem. The gurus out there, and I just say gurus because it's a funny word, I don't consider myself a guru, but people that are successful will tell you what to do, but they won't give you what they're using in most cases because of the fact that it's making them money, okay? Why would they give you their total secrets away or their exact formula or way of doing things? It's very uncommon. They may give you pieces, but trust me when I say this, they've got some stuff up their sleeve that they do that they keep to themselves. iPass, on the other hand, says, hey, we want you to use what we have. We built it just like a franchise, so you have all the sites, the product, the pieces necessary for you to be successful, and we're going to give that to people for free. All right? iPass in the system does not necessarily cost money, but you have to have the pieces in place to use it. So let me now explain to you what that looks like. All right, so now let me show you the formula that iPass is built around and what we're giving people, and this is what's going to be taught in the Internet Success Formula. So when people pay the $47, this is technically the formula that they're going to learn. Now we're going to break it down and show people why it's important. So here's how I would explain it if I was you. You've got the same few pieces, okay? You've got traffic, okay? You've got your get leads, okay, which we know is your lead capture page. We put their name and email. And instead of going straight to a product, we put in a piece right here, right before, and a lot of you already know this, but this is how I draw it. And then you've got your product, what I call the core product, or what is known as the core product. From there, we add another piece right here, which is one of the most important pieces. In fact, we add two more very, very important pieces, and these actually work together. So there's two arrows connecting them together. Now we also add something down here. Okay, we add something here as well. Draw a couple arrows. Don't worry, you don't have to understand how this works. You just need to know that it does work. Then we add another thing right in between here. Okay, and one more thing in front of here. Hope you guys can see this. All right, this is the formula. I think you can see this. This is the formula what makes up iPass 2. This is the most successful way to build a business online. If you're not doing this, you're not doing it right. Okay, I'm not saying that if you don't have this in place, you're not making money. Some of you call your people like crazy. You do webinars, so maybe you're building a business a little more unorthodox, or maybe you're just putting in more work. This will automate the process. Now, this alone is not what you need. You need to have correct things in these places in order for it to work, and you need a software which iPass has developed and engineered to show you exactly what you have to do and exactly which each one of these pieces must do in order for you to come out to your income goal, whatever that is, okay? For the first time, I'm going to show you here in a minute, we've developed the first internet marketing system or software and calculator that breaks everything down and shows you what you need to do. You guys, nobody's ever done this before, and you're offering this inside our system. It's unbelievable. So, the first thing you need that we add into iPass is what we call a lead magnet. Okay, it's an incentive system to increase. It works with your traffic. Basically, it gives them an incentive to get leads. So your your capture page numbers will be increased because there's an incentive for them to put in their name and email address. Very simple concept, but we put that in. Now, between the capture page and the product that you're trying to sell, which is our core product, this is going to be the iPass product for $47, what we call the iSuccess formula. Okay, it can stand for iPass Success Formula. Some people call it the Internet Success Formula. I don't care what you call it, but we call it the iSuccess formula. This is our core product for $47. You make 70% on that as a black member. If you're not black, either you're making 50% or 30%. Okay. Now, what we do is we insert what's called a tripwire. Okay, you know, I think a lot of you know this already, Tripwire 1 and Tripwire 2. I'm going to explain to you how really cool this is, and then we use what's called return paths. Okay, maybe this is common knowledge to you, but if you don't have all this working together and speaking to each other, it doesn't work. So here's a tripwire, and this is a $7 product. This is a $7 inexpensive product that you put in front of your core product to increase this conversion. So remember in the last example where you're converting at 1.5%, ignore that. We're shooting for 25 to 30%. Now, I'm not going to guarantee you're going to hit these numbers because I don't know your traffic source, but these are what we shoot for, and these are kind of the industry standard. That's what we want to hit. So what we do is we have a very inexpensive offer that proves concept, that shows testimonials. It's just the perfect presentation, and we send all our leads to that. It's much easier to make a $7 sale, isn't it, than it is maybe a $47 or a recurring product like Empower Network, which a lot of you have done. You send traffic straight to the $25 product, and then you have to try to explain to them why they need to buy more stuff, and it doesn't make any sense to them, okay? So we use a tripwire to increase the conversions because we know that if somebody buys your tripwire for $7, they're 10 times more likely to buy your main product. So what does that do? It makes you a little bit of cash, not a lot, but then what happens, it creates a much higher buyer here, so you increase your conversions to 25 to 30 from 1.5, no brainer. And if they don't buy the tripwire, we have another one, and we send emails to the tripwires, not your main core offer. So this is where people make the mistake, is they think they have to send all the messages to their main product. Well, if you know people are more likely to buy your main product by going here, wouldn't you send all your information to that? All right? So the cool thing is we're developing a ton of tripwires. So we're using people's stories. We're going to allow you to make your own tripwire. So we're going to have a slew of different tripwire offers that you can put in front of your main core product. Well, what is the purpose of this core product? It's to sell Empower Network. It's to explain the model. It's to explain this and why they need this right here. This is the most important piece of your business, bar none. It's 62+% of your overall income. And in fact, I'm going to show you in the software, it can be up to 80% of your total income. So this is critical, and this is what we call a profit maximizer. I didn't make up these names. I didn't invent this. I just used this for the last 5.5 years, and it's what I always put into place to make money. So it doesn't matter what the product is, but you have to have something that leads people through here, and this piece right here is what's going to make you the money, because as a black member, you make up to almost $5,000. In fact, you can make over that because of the new VIX products and so forth. But as a black member, you make almost $5,000 in commissions, and this is why this is responsible for a majority of your income. So you have traffic going here, you're getting leads, you're pumping out tripwire sales, meaning you're making these things, which increases your rate of selling this, and then they get into our back office of iPass, and from there there's a series of videos, 6 videos to be exact, that explain to them how this works, and here's how you explain it. Is when they pay the $47, they get everything. They get all the traffic resources, the lead generation pages, the return path emails, the tripwire offers built for them. They get the core product to sell. We even put an upsell in here, you guys, so we know that an easy way to increase some revenue is just put an upsell, which is our 6-figure shortcuts. Okay, and this is $97, which you make 70% on. You'll see a good percentage of people buying this because they just bought this and this, so they're in a buying mood. You're making their life easier to do something faster and simpler, so we throw that in there. And then when they get to here, they know why they need a profit maximizer, because it takes up the majority of their income. So what does that mean? Well, if you're Tony Robbins, I sell DVDs or CDs, I sell my books, and then I sell my seminars, and at the very end I make a majority of my money by selling coaching, okay? That's the high ticket stuff. Now some of these guys have high ticket stuff that goes up to like $60,000 to $100,000, okay? Frank Kern is a very good example of that. Us, on the other hand, are using the Empower Network products, which go up to about $5,000. So people will see the choices that they have in place. They can either go silver, gold, or black. Okay, we all know the black cards. This is our premium package right here. This is what allows you to make 70% on this whole deal. As a black member, you also get everything that you see here, and you can use the final piece, which is live contact. Okay, you can use the live contact piece, which is your coach. Okay, we provide coaches to help explain the core product and help explain the profit maximizer. So when somebody buys the core product, they get all of this, except they cannot turn it on until they get a profit maximizer. We will not let them turn it on until they choose a silver, gold, or black package. So they have everything ready to go, and they have 2/3 of their business ready to turn on, meaning they have a check that they're ready to cash, but they cannot do it until they choose a profit maximizer. And the live contact, our coaches, which you can use, will help them figure out their game plan and realize it using our software. So this is how I explain iPass. This is the system that we've built. This is the pieces that we put into place. Now I'm going to jump on the computer really briefly and show you some of the internal stuff of iPass and the really cool software that we built that's going to help the average person make money. And so you know exactly to the T, to the nickel you spend, to the click that you get, to the lead that you get, to the percentage and the tripwire sales that you make, everything that you need to walk away with whatever income that you want. Okay, so let's jump on the computer, and I think I'm going to blow you away here. All right, guys, here is some screenshots that I'm going to show you and let you get on with your weekend. Here's the iPass 2 Success Formula blueprint that we're putting together. It shows the basic outline of what I just went through with you on the whiteboard. Some really cool images, but it just, again, shows the basic foundation of how we're building this franchise-style business model to sell products, okay? We're selling our tripwires, we're selling our core product, which is the iSuccess formula. We're selling the profit maximizers, which is your Empower Network business product. So we've incorporated, and we also have the upsell of the 6-figure shortcuts, which is just another income stream for you guys internally. All of this stuff, again, serves as creating some money for you, getting the small wins for people. So when people buy or join your business, we can get them sales quickly, because it's easy to get $7 sales than it is to go for even a 25 monthly sale initially. but we also are educating them and building goodwill. So what happens is your profit maximizer percentage increases dramatically because people realize why they need the products, what it's going to do for them, and they've already bought some of your stuff, so they already feel good, they like you, okay? So this is the formula that I'd explained in the whiteboard, and in fact, I'll show you just what it looks like in a more detailed image. And I'm going to just note on this is not to be used in marketing. This video is just for updates, so please do not put this on the internet, on YouTube. This is proprietary. You cannot use this for marketing. In fact, I'm going to watermark the heck out of this video so nobody does. But you'll be able to see here each piece of the formula. So the different building blocks, like the tripwires for $7, the core offer for $47, the upsell offer, which is six-figure shortcuts, the green block, which is core maximizer we call it, and then your profit maximizer, which is Empower Network products up to $5,000 roughly, okay? So this is the basic funnel that iPass is built around. Now we've incorporated a lot of pieces, and how do you simplify this so it's not complicated and you don't have to worry about it? You don't even need to know this stuff, okay? All you have to do is when you log into iPass and when we launch is you just choose your tripwire, you'll be able to set up campaigns. So what that means is if you're advertising with paid advertising or YouTube or whatever you're doing, you just let the system know what campaign you're sending traffic through so you can measure which one's performing the best. So this is where a lot of people miss the mark. And if you're an internet marketer and successful, you use tracking services to track this, and this is why you can scale and hit numbers and know that you're profiting. You guys, you need to know if you're spending money, if it's making you money in the back end. You need to know that. If you don't know that, you're destined for failure and frustration. So what we do is the tripwire just increases conversions, brings in a little bit of cash, and helps cover marketing costs. That helps sell the $47 product, which you make 70% on. Again, it helps cover marketing costs. We throw in an upsell that'll convert automatically in your funnel, which you make 70% of the 97. It's just some extra cash. So you're making money. This is not difficult. But what happens there, it prepares and preconditions people to buy your Profit Maximizer products, which in turn is Empower Network. That's why we built this around Empower Network. So that's why this all works together, okay? And so let me show you by the system that we built, this is how you're going to be able to track everything. It's really simple. So you'll log into iPass. This is your dashboard. You'll be able to see how many visitors you have, how many leads you have, total sales, total earnings last week, and so forth. And you'll actually be able to see how many products you're selling by day, week, or month. So how many tripwire sales, the Internet Success Formula, which is the core product, your upsell six-figure shortcuts, how many products you're selling, and then each package for Empower Network, silver, gold, and black. And then other would be like Vic's new product and some other miscellaneous products that Empower comes out with. They will be in the back office of Empower. Your coaches will sell those and coach on those. So you'll see sales happen automatically with that. So it's under other, okay? So you'll see how many sales you're making, and then you also see the income that comes from those sales, which is really cool. And you can filter this. So let's just say this week we made $145,000 in tripwires. That's a crazy number. It's just filler information here. But you'll be able to see, you can track how much you're making per product, okay? We also have a leaderboard that's built into here, so you can actually see, and each offer or each product that's being sold, there's overall leaderboard. So who's making the most amount of money in iPass? The tripwire, who's got the most tripwire sales? Here's a core offer one. Who's got the most core offer sales? Okay, in the last 30 days and last 7 days. And then also who's got the most silver, gold, and black sales. And then we'll have our contest run through here where we'll give cash prizes and all kinds of cool stuff. And that leaderboard will go by points. Very similar to how Empower does it. And then down below, you'll actually be able to see your clicks and leads. So you'll see how many clicks you're sent, how many leads you're getting, what that opt-in percentage is. Okay, this is really important, as I explained on the whiteboard. And you can filter that by today, week, month, campaign, and date range. This allows you to see how many people are actually getting into your funnel. How is your lead capture page converting? Super important, right? Now on top of that, you can set up campaigns. So if you're using Facebook advertising, if you're buying ads with our brokers, or you're using YouTube, Google, whatever, you can see how much money each campaign is making you. This is critical, you guys, because this chart right here will show you, okay, YouTube is 45% of my income, meaning it's the YouTube traffic that's making most of my sales. Keep doing the YouTube. All right, let's look at the ads network is only 8%. Let's get rid of that. Okay, maybe it's not making you enough money. You can throw those away. So you can see sales revenue by campaign. This is really key. Now down here you can actually see conversion percentages of leads, tripwire sales, core offer sales, and then the upsells. So if your leads are, your opt-in rate 65% today, your tripwires converting at 85%. Obviously these numbers are just fake, but again, you'll be able to see the conversion numbers in each step of your funnel. I'm going to show you why this is important, because all this information will be able to be used in your software. Okay, we'll have the news feed, the system updates, activity feed, all right here on your dashboard, a calendar, and a to-do list, and there'll be some other stuff below that. But this is your main dashboard. There's a lot of other places in iPass. I'm not going to show you all that right now, but what I do want to show you is a quick screenshot of our calculator. Now this is the Excel version, not the online version that's being designed and programmed right now, but this is the only and the first internet marketing calculator ever built that I've ever seen, and we have it proprietary to iPass. So what this is going to do is give you the exact game plan of what you need to do in order to make money. It's so important. So what this does is you choose your plan. So somebody will go online, we'll have these calculators, there's 4 of them. There's a separate spot in the iPass back office for this. So the person will say, okay, I'm going to choose a plan. So I'm a black member and I want to make $10,000 a month. So they put in 10,000, and then you put in your average click cost. So whatever you're buying clicks for or whatever it's coming out to online, you put in that cost. Let's just say 45 cents. Let's actually make it 70 cents. Okay. Your capture page lead conversion, let's say it's converting at 30%. Now these are not guaranteed numbers, you guys. I'm just giving you hypotheticals that we shoot for, okay? This is what you want to hit. Tripwire, let's go on the low end. Let's say the tripwire is converting at 5%. The core offer is converting at 30. The upsell is converting at 30. And then the profit maximizer, let's just say it's 20%. And then what you can do is put in the average dollar amount per plan. So if you're a silver, the average dollar that you make as on your profit maximizer is $225, because silver, that's the most you can make. The gold, I put 1,000. It's just the middle range, about half of what you can really make at that level. And the profit maximizer average price, I put 2,000 for black, because you can make up to 48.22. I kind of just cut that in half, less than half, just to give some averages here. And then all you have to do is hit calculate profit, and it'll tell you how many clicks you need. So you need 7,076 clicks, which at a 30% opt-in rate will be 2,123 leads, okay, opt-ins. That'll create 106 $7 tripwire sales, 32 core offer sales, 10 upsell sales, and 6 Empower Network package sales. So the profit maximizer at 6 sales as a black member, okay? It tells you the total revenue that you'll make per product level. Okay, so tripwire all the way up to the profit maximizers, and you'll notice that the profit maximizer in this scenario is responsible for $12,737 because you made 6 sales at $2,000 a piece. Now that's kind of just an average number. I don't know what that average is going to be, because some people that are black will go black, and that'll be 48.22 in your pocket. Some people just might buy silver, some might buy gold. Those numbers will be figured out later, but especially if you're using a coach, I think those will be quite high. But let's just say this example here. So your total revenue would be $14,953. You had to pay $4,953 to get this amount of clicks at 70 cents a click. All right, that's what will help you, and that's what will get you $10,000 a month. Now, you can obviously adjust these numbers by looking at your dashboard. So you go into your dashboard and say, all right, Chris, I'm getting a 41% opt-in rate. So you go in here, and let's say that was the case. My opt-in page is converting at 41%. Let's calculate that. Boom, we only need 4,570 clicks now, and my advertising cost went down to $31.99. So look at how that one difference made everything. Now let's just say, for example, we're in here and we look at our dashboard, we're running traffic, and our tripwire is converting at like 8%. Awesome, it's kicking butt with our traffic. Let's change that to 8%. Again, these are not guarantees. This is just a calculator to help you figure out what you need to do. Look at that. That one thing, that tripwire conversion difference, now it only requires your 2,550 clicks in order to reach your goal
which is 10,000, and your ad cost went down to 1785. So see how important your capture page and your tripwire conversions are? They're critical. So that's why we're spending a lot of time on that. So this will even break down your monthly goal. So you need to make $333 a day to hit 10 grand. Your average customer value is $97.16. Your marketing cost per customer is $14.72. So you know you have to spend almost $15 to get a customer. Your average profit per customer is $82. Your average cost per lead is $1.71. So each opt-in costs you $1.71. Your ad cost per day is $60 a day. You can see weekly and monthly. Everything's based on a 30-day period of time. How many clicks per day, per week, per month that you would need. How many leads per day, month, and week. And what your earnings per click are. So every click that you have, here's how much you earn. That's $3.92. That's a really good EPC. So then we'll have these charts that actually illustrate. In fact, this top one is critical because as a black member, which we put over here, we wanted to make 10 grand. It showed us how to make 10,000. Now, if we were only a gold member, we'd only make $4,482 because the average sale price is only $1,000 in this example. So you'll be able to see what your average numbers are, and you'll be able to calculate what you need to spend in order to hit profit or not. And even at silver, believe it or not, you're in profit, but it's only a $200 profit. Now, if we put silver, you're going to see how many clicks that you would actually need. You'd need a ton of clicks in order to make, look at that, 275,000 clicks because you're only making $225 on the back end. Okay, that's why you need so many. Now, obviously at silver, we don't even teach you paid advertising for this reason, so you'd want to zero this out. You're doing free advertising as a silver member, so then you'd need 13,000 clicks to hit profit at a zero cost, so you're doing free YouTube videos or whatever, all right, to make your 10 grand a month. Now, that's just at the silver level, the silver plan, okay? Now, if you're doing free advertising and you are black, you guys are just going to blow you away. It's just almost crazy. You need 2,000 clicks to reach $10,000, okay? It's unbelievable how you can calculate this. So, as you can see here, it even shows you your revenue breakdown. Your profit maximizers actually makes up 85% of your income. These ones are very small. Again, that's why we do this. It shows you here the number of clicks required, leads, it's your reverse funnel. All of this software will be built into iPass, and we even took it one step further and created another one. And this calculator actually gets rid of the tripwire, so those of you that want to market just to the core offer and bypass the tripwire, you can calculate numbers using that. We also have another calculator that just calculates clicks. So rather than say how much you want to make, you can just say here's how many clicks I bought. So let's say we bought 2,000 clicks and they're being delivered at 400 clicks a day at 70 cents a click. Whatever your percentage numbers are here, then it'll calculate what that means in profit. So if you bought 2,000 clicks with these percentages, that would make you $1,376. Okay, so it automatically will figure this out, and that's as a black member. As a gold, it'd make you $515. As a silver, you'd be in the negative. Okay, and then the last calculator will be our scenario, where we'll actually over time find out what these percentages are and pre-populate what the optimal high and low numbers are. So this is just a brief glimpse into our new software. Nobody's ever done this. And I have to tell you, it's going to be a game changer, because now not only your coaches, but you as a sponsor will be able to help someone figure out their game plan by whatever their monthly goal is. Remember, it is not a guarantee. None of those percentages I showed you are guaranteeing. We will obviously shoot for the best percentages, and you can help improve that through your business, but it's what you want to shoot for, and we'll give you what that should be. And then you can just base your income off of what your dashboard shows. So you just log into your iPass office. Let me bring that up for you. You log in here, see what your numbers are, put them in your calculator, and you know where you need to go or where you're headed. It's something that takes the element of chance and question and uncertainty out of the business. So just think of this. This is a huge selling point. You guys, nothing's like this out there. We can't wait to launch this to you. I know it's taking a little bit longer than usual, but we're rounding the corner now, and you'll all be very pleased when you see and get your hands on this thing. And I just want to make sure it's where it needs to be when you do get it, and you guys can just be off to the ground and running. So with that, this is Chris. Have a great weekend. Those of you that ordered traffic for the launch, it will be released. That will be going out as soon as we do launch. You guys have seen emails of people that are making money right now. That is because people are pre-launching this stuff, meaning they're selling the iPass 2 free memberships, and then they're getting them on a call or they're getting them on the 20K webinar, and they're selling the Profit Maximizer right now. They're not using iPass. They're just promoting it as a pre-launch. So people are doing really well. I could just name off a bunch of you that are just crushing it. And you guys just wait until we launch this thing. It's going to be a frenzy, and I just can't wait for you guys to actually know what you need to do in your business, to see it from a bird's eye view and say, yeah, I'm not getting the numbers I need. That's why I'm not making money. And you'll know what you need to do to get those numbers. So this is Chris. Been talking your ear off here for quite a while, but have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.